Good morning, Bhargav. It's Thursday, the 11th of May. Here's the heads up brief for today. For the Southeast Asia production, we covered 14 issues. In North Asia, we covered 4, and for Australasia and the Pacific Islands, we covered 3. In South Asia, we covered 11 issues, plus the major issues in Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Hello there. Thank you for that. There are quite a few developments today. Which are the major ones?
Right. So in Papua New Guinea, US President Joe Biden will visit the country on the 22nd of May. He will be signing a defense agreement. Now, this comes as the West has been trying to make inroads into the whole Asia Pacific region to counter China's influence there.
Yes, it's been a long drawn process, and we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah. In Thailand, in Bangkok, 9 people were arrested yesterday after protesters clashed with police outside a police station. They were demanding the release of a teenager who had been detained for over a month under the controversial lèse majesté charges.
All right, thank you.
And in Myanmar, thousands of residents fled Calais city in Saigon due to attacks by the military since in the last couple days. The military has been stepping up attacks against schools, hospitals, clinics, and other services that are in areas outside of its control to disrupt the resistance's governance.
It would be an understatement to call the military unscrupulous at this point. Thank you.
Yeah. Moving over to South Asia, Bhargav, the civil unrest in Pakistan continues. There has been an unknown number of people killed. There's violence in major cities. The army has been deployed to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan, Punjab, Islamabad too. There's a media blackout in some places. Uh, there are some indications that the government may look to charge Imran Khan and his party under terror laws to dissolve it.
Yes, I would agree with that. And the focus right now is on the army, how it is going to respond to such a mass scale or a large scale civil unrest. This was expected, especially when the tensions were high and Imran Khan was at the center of the storm. Now he himself and his supporters and the leadership of the party have been arrested, and they are not very clear whether they support the mass scale civil unrest or not. Some sources suggest that personally they all support it, but in the media they don't because they'll get into trouble in the judiciary. Now, uh, it is also a question mark on how the army has reacted. It is very uncanny that corps commanders or regional headquarters of the army in Lahore was attacked quite easily from the visuals what we saw, and that raises the question, as you rightly pointed out, are they planning to dissolve the PTI with terror charges? So hopefully things will settle down in the country, but again the question mark remains on the army, and civilian government seems to be uh, in a wait and watch mode right now.
Yep. Moving over to India, a bench in the Indian Supreme Court today will announce whether Uddhav Thackeray or Eknath Shinde lead the real Shiv Sena party. Last year, Eknath Shinde defected from Uddhav Thackeray's government and joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, bringing the party into power in Maharashtra and usurping the government.
Yes, this was a major political drama when the entire crisis unfolded and Uddhav Thackeray had to resign. Uh, it is unlikely that there will be mass protests across Maharashtra, but you can expect some localized protests in Mumbai specifically. So we'll have to see how the Supreme Court rules.
Right. Moving over to Europe, Middle East, and Africa. In Germany, there was an arson attack targeting a mosque in Dresden. It is likely far right. There has been an increase in far right activities in the country over the last few years.
The authorities in Germany have been cracking down hard on the far right activities in the recent past. This was expected as the pressure mounts on the far right. They are going to target some of the immigrant population in the country. So we'll have to track how things evolve in this regard.
Right. And in Italy, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is attempting to garner support to change the constitution, which critics view as a way of consolidating government control.
Thank you. That nothing from my end.
And lastly, Bhargav, regarding Nigeria, the UK Supreme Court yesterday ruled in favor of two Shell subsidiaries over offshore oil spill in the Delta in 2011. They said the claims against Shell were made after the expiry of a legal deadline. Now, this will increase local frustrations since they're running out of legal avenues.
Yes. So the oil companies and the entire sector needs to watch out how the reactions come from the ground level.
Yeah, that's a brief for today, Bhargav. Anything else from you?
Nothing else from my end. There. Thank you.